I need to automate creating this thingy to create the schedule when I go live. I might as well create a plugin to update that. But yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I guess the hard part is just setting up everything back into place. Into place. Oh. All right, I'm back. Audio back. Audio back. Sound check. Lights. Camera. Action. I think I know which job it was. I think I know which job that was after looking at it, but we'll see. This is the Super Saiyan 1 AFK banner. We finished this one. Both commits are in main, nothing touch. All right, I can close this one. This one. Which one was this one? The config guard. Yeah, let's do mono, resume this one. I'm gonna resume that one. Let's check traffic light, make sure it's on. All right, where is it? Gate, build gate. Busy. Oh, it's not busy anymore. Gated, both green. Go P3's parity. The whole module is running. Oh. Zoom was interrupted.
Everybody wants a better future. Everybody wants another chance.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Everybody wants to feel the moment.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Everybody wants to join the day.
Oh, where'd everything go? Oh no. I think it was this one. It's hard to tell what some sessions were all about. Yeah, this is the one involving breaking stuff. Breaks computer. Oh, you already have Clarity, do the request. This one. Hey, I'm trying to get stuff auto heal, or this is the traffic light. Stated below, pre-existing debt chose to waive, so it's tracked separately. Yeah, I guess so. Oh my God, Mother of God. I have so many files. Holy sh... Not at all. There are still descriptions that are over the required limit, and I'm unable to commit and push. Microsoft, the vendor AV, wants me to send .codex config as a sample submission to see if it's safe? What the heck? Oh my God. Did you get compromised? Uh-oh. I did warn you. If you literally need to use SSG because Codex and Claude Code is prone to prompt injection. So they download malware sometimes. That's why I was like concerned. That's why I was concerned. You could probably send a sample of it. And I could take a look what that file is doing. I have all the things Windows Defender doing that. attach it in the Discord. Let's see what the config. Just see if it's safe. Actually, get Codex to review it. Like, what's going on with my config? I did warn you guys. I did warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you guys. Don't worry, my Windows one is getting published soon. It's just going through the publishing stage and then the latest version. You could probably just, I think you could download the latest version right now, actually. Actually, maybe I should implement a config scanning too, to make sure it's clean and secure and no funny business. I'll add that as a new feature. That's weird. Why would it do that? It's flagging it as malware? Like, the thing is, most malware signatures are not from a file that's a configuration file. It's usually from like an actual executable. I'll have to Google it. I just saw it. Okay. Alright, I have an hour left until I reach my 5-hour rate limit. Apparently, if I use the, what do you call it? The desktop version, if I use Cowork, I get 2 times the rate limit. But it makes no sense because we don't get an increased weekly limit. Oh my god, why does it keep auto playing this song? Let's see. I already set down. Then how do I report this thing? Because I don't want to hear this thing again. I don't ever want to hear this song again. I don't want to hear that song again.
Inspired by the style of Wesley Parrish. Claude Code activated. What the Sigma? What the Sigma? What the Sigma?
Oh god, I have all these sessions, but I don't know which one. Let's try the ones from 3 hours ago. Has it been that long? Deploy and run application. I think I'm running into this issue, guys, because I'm using this mono skill that goes through the whole software development life cycle, and it enforces to do all 19 test types to ensure that it's production ready for when pushing out and distributing. And so when it runs all the tests at the very last step, it triggered, and I have several sessions doing that same exact skill. It creates this issue. Maybe I just update the skill instead. Maybe that's what I'll do. Update the mono skill involving tests. I see my system seems to crash several times because I have multiple sessions running the mono skill. I did create bridge gate that should limit the tests running simultaneously, which overutilize the CPU and GPU. But update the skill to make sure that this never happens, and also make sure we have SSG rules to protect us from this happening. Because it needs to force everything to use this bridge gate service so that I always have protection. You know what? I gotta also make sure SSG is running for everything too. Wow, guys, look how much tool calls that I've run today. 17,000. 17,000, even though it says 2,000, 2,000. I think there's, maybe it's combining my Windows machines and Mac machines. That's a big spike.
Walked in quiet, never needed all the noise. Everybody talking loud, I'm making bigger choices. No crown, no throne, no line to the top. Built it brick by brick, and I never had to stop. They said, which side you on? I said I made my own lane. While they're chasing every trend, I'm out here changing the game. Eyes on the vision, feet on the ground. Moving like a shadow, but they know me in the town. Oh, wait, how'd you do that? Nobody knew that. Leveling up every day. Now they're all asking. Got the secret, how you shine like that? Turn a little spark into a sky full of match flashing. How you get so great? Everybody looking when I do the cyber shake. The sigma shake, do the sigma shake. Shake, shake, shake. Sigma shake, do the sigma shake. Shake, shake, shake. Too good, too smooth, too clean, no breaks. Everybody move when I do the sigma shake. Not about flexing, it's the work they never see. Late nights turning dreams into reality. Independent mindset, confidence on max. Building every chapter while they're reading old facts. Online
Okay.
when something's to elite. When the moment's so good that it can't be beat. So when I step out and the whole room wakes, they just point and laugh like, bro, what the sigma takes. Wait, how'd you do that? Nobody knew that. One more win, one more wave. Now they're all shouting. How you get so great? Do the sigma shake. Sigma shake, do the sigma shake. Shake, shake, shake. Sigma shake, do the sigma shake. Shake, shake, shake. Too good, too smooth, too clean, no breaks. Everybody move when I do the sigma shake. No permission, no invitation. Built my own route, my own destination. Not above, not below.
You should be able to finish this deploy.
Starts to sing the sigma. Here we made our way. Every setback turned
The token is in Sigma Shake Vault. Wait for analytics workflow to finish. Resume, resume, resume. Oh no, I should slow down. Fuck. Well, I guess I'm going to be out for 55 minutes. I could always just chill and talk, I guess. We're at 90%.
Impressive.
Oh, all my things isn't working anymore. Ever since that update. And if I run that thing, it's gonna crash my stream again. I forgot what does the other thingy. But thank you for whatever just happened. I think that might be a subscription on YouTube or just somebody visiting. Man, it's a nice day, guys. It's a nice day. Alright, I was able to token max 20%. It's kind of dumb that you can only use 20% per 5 hours. But I guess whatever it takes, right? Guys, when an AI agent is making this long of a command, I think that's pretty crazy. You don't know what the heck it's doing, guys. You don't know what the heck it's doing. we're just clicking yes, 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 accept, accept, accept. But yeah, it's been running some crazy commands. So far, SSG has been able to protect against
Welcome to
dangerous
Costco.
commands,
I love you.
but when it comes to, hello. My product's been able to protect you on dangerous commands, but when it comes to like CPU and memory utilization, that's the only thing that I really need to help monitor for. If I could protect people from blowing up their machine on like CPU, memory, GPU, I think I have a good product. But I need to protect them against that. I don't want to create a sandbox. I just need them to stop shooting themselves in the foot, including myself. Maybe I just need that feature. Let me add that feature. That's probably more of a priority than the thing is, the agent just executes commands, which executes scripts, which executes all this other processes, right? And you can't limit, like I can't use C groups or anything like that per process. It's maybe AI could figure something out. Let me ask. But nice to meet you, user. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. How's it going? How's it going? Thanks for watching on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. I've blown up my system already like 4 or 5 times today. Literally on just tests alone, just running tests in parallel. I keep blowing up my machine, and I'm concerned that SSG isn't able to protect against this yet. So I need you to bake in a way to prevent processes from spiking up to, you know, beyond 100% or beyond a reasonable amount, so that we could control the damage. Because so far my graphics GPU has been crashing or freezing, crashing all my browser tabs and sessions, and crashing my OBS. I need complete silence to focus on my work. Oh, got it. Sorry, man. I'm used to listening to somebody talking while I'm working. I don't really like silence that much anymore. I used to like silence. I do really good deep work in silence. but I feel like I'm only benefiting my employer. I'm not enjoying my life. I feel like I enjoy my life while I'm listening to somebody talk and stream and stuff. It makes life more enjoyable because you're able to maintain a connection with the outside world while you're doing your thing. But when you're just focused on doing your thing, 100% benefiting your employer or whatever. But if the work is for yourself, all good to you too. All good to you too. Oh crap, did I just click submit on that one? No, that's something else. All right. We need to create a non-evasive solution that does not require sandboxing, that does not require kernel level or eBPF privileges or administrator privileges to protect the user from blowing up their CPU, memory, and GPU. I get the characters on the screen, but I don't get the Windows, Mac, and Linux things. Okay, yeah, somebody has my laptop, which is my Mac OS, and then my Windows machine is my virtual machine. And I created a desktop application that needs to support Windows, Mac, and Linux. And my Mac machine is online and it's connected, and so I could send commands to it to run Claude Code sessions on it to build and test the build and publish. And same thing for my Windows machine. And it's just to show that I'm actually like working. Like you could visually see that my Windows machine is working when the Claude Code is working. So you could like see it as a viewer that it's doing some stuff. I have to reboot this. It's a bug with Virtual Manager. I have to reboot so I could load the full screen stuff. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. To answer your question. Got it. Like I'm not sure. I don't know about you, but when I watch somebody code, I think it's boring as hell. I think it's boring as hell, guys. Watching somebody vibe code line by line, typing stuff, I think it's... Guys, if you ever watch the Primogen code on his cursor advertising streams, it's boring. It's boring, guys. It's boring. It's just them talking to each other, and that's the only entertaining part. The entertaining part is them talking to each other, ranting about stories and stuff. That's the entertainment. The code, the video game that they're trying to make and stuff, that's somewhat entertaining. It's a little cringe because, you know, when you see somebody work and it breaks all the time and it's not working, it's just chaotic, ironic, embarrassing. But as a viewer, listening to people talk, you know, that's the cool part. So the visualizations you see, all the other stuff on screen, that's just ADHD, you know, enjoyment right there. You can just watch and see stuff happen, you know, enjoy, the number go up, combo go up. That's the enjoying part as a viewer. Or maybe I'm just too ADHD to like pay attention to just watch somebody code. Guys, have you ever seen those Indian YouTube tutorials on YouTube? How to troubleshoot Windows application program. Here's how. Oh man. Only private was the one where he was coding with Devin Nash. That was hilarious. And how bad it was just a year ago. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. It's still bad now. They tried to make this thing, this program for their wives, and it turned out I don't know. I didn't even know how the turnout was. I just saw what they were working on. I'm like, man, that looks so bad. Looks so bad on cursor. It doesn't matter. Cursor got the bag. They got the $60 billion bag. That Tesla situation is crazy. Crazy. Alright, I should not resume this. This will break my computer. Oh my gosh, is this... Oh wait, this is mine. This is my song. This is Sigma Shake's song. This is Sigma Shake's song. Base commit. Alright, SSG rule, ask it push. Alright, that's what it's doing. Alright. So I don't need to read whatever it's doing. I just need to read what SSG is telling me it's doing and why it was blocked. And then I could accept from there. Alright, when the box is hot and heavy processes tree is about to spawn, what should resource guard do? Always launch heavy spawns under C group memory. I also need to do yes and I have this. I want to say yes. I want to auto wrap in Q too. I need this to be OS agnostic. That's the problem. When I write this for Linux, I want this to work for Linux, Mac, and Windows. C groups only support maybe Mac and Windows, but it doesn't support, or Mac and Linux, but doesn't support. We'll just make it work on mine. Search for Devin. Their new video got 900k views, but only 11 comments. Yeah, I could see that. Devin. This one. Condition.
Building something great takes more work than anyone realizes.
I don't know about condition.
Writing the code. Making the right plan.
They're trying to create the open router when open router already exists.
Thinking of all the edge cases. Testing every detail before it ships. And being there the moment something goes wrong. The best work has always come from great teams. Now, every engineer has a team. With Devin.
Garbanzo. Open router for dumb enterprise customers. Yep. Dumb enterprise customers. Where should this ship? When degraded, real secret enforcement on Linux. Mac and Windows degrade to load read plus nice with honest NA or not available. Protects every user in this box large surface. Operator okay, let's do this one then. Let's default on. Default on. We need to default on. Guys, when I see people create guardrails, they just create the sandbox and the networking roles. And then the command whitelisting. They don't think about resource utilization, which they should be, because I've exploded my machine so many times on stream. Resource guard. Yeah, I don't know much about. I do know you use Windows. Got it. What have you been vibe coding in? User 1804. 1804. Let's call you 1804. 1804 or user in 1804. 1804. Raisin Kid. Alright, my system's not crashing at this moment. Literally, my system's crashing on this particular job. What is this job? This is just updating the visualization for the cross machine work. The visualization that you see right now. That it's crashing on that. My computer keeps crashing on this specific Claude Code session. I'll just wait for the resource guard to show up first before I continue. Man, I like this song now. It used to be all the sounds and music used to be so cringy, but after listening for so long, you become conditioned to Sigma shake, shake, shake. I should definitely stop prompting. We're at 97%. So I'll just chill. Chill, chill, chill. Chill, 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 chill. Sigma shake. Take a bite. Answer questions. Alright. We got one. I guess we'll last this.
I think it's fair to say that the way we build software has changed on a fundamental level over the last few years, especially over the last couple months. Many people see this as a threat to our jobs in engineering, but I'm trying to see the other side here. The things that we can create that didn't make sense to create.
Oh my god, I was just reminded. I haven't used Ultra Code effort in a very long time. Because I can't default to Ultra Code. All this time I haven't been using Ultra Code. Oh my god. And I still, guys, and I'm still at the usage limit. I didn't use Ultra Code once. I did use effort. I did tell it to create a team of agents. I did create it to do several other things. So maybe that makes up for it.
Before. And I'm getting really excited when I think about things that way. I've noticed a lot of engineers are realizing the power that these tools have, but haven't really realized what they can do with it yet. And the result is that they feel fear. When you look at the hundreds of hours of work you used to do and see that a lot of that can be done in 15 hours, 10 hours, or sometimes even less, it feels like you don't have much to do anymore. But there is a way to do more. In fact, it's just that, doing more. I want to talk a bit about this, though, about how I've been thinking about what I build and how I build it, and how much that has changed as a result of the cool AI tools we have to help us building today. Most of this video is going to be based on a talk I gave at Cascadia.js earlier this year, but I want to go a bit deeper with y'all because I think that this is a very helpful framing on where things are at and where they're going, but most importantly, on how we can build really cool things using these tools today. This video isn't meant to be about specific tools or technologies. It's meant to be about how we think when we use these things. What do we build and how do we think about what we're building? I really don't want this to be about specific tools, but I will take a quick break for one awesome tool. Today's sponsor. I got a weird question.
Crap,
for you.
we're crashing,
When
we're
agents sign up for
crashing.
your app, I don't mean
We've
like
crashed,
navigating-
guys. We've crashed. We've crashed, guys. Oh, man, I'll see you on the next restart. God dang it. We have crashed. The gate is not saving us. The build gate is not saving us. We need more. We need more things. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. I'll see you on next restart. I'll see you on next restart. I can see it now. Unless. I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. I mean, we're still live right now. We're still live right now. And my browser is still working. Do I even see myself on stream? I'm not even streaming right now, huh? Aren't I? Hello? Let's see. It's frozen? Testing? I don't think so. I mean, we're still live. Oh, it's frozen. Still live. Hey, what the heck? We got, is that? Things are sort of working. Things are sort of working. I'm afraid, guys. I'm afraid. This is still working. But I could always just restart. It only takes 2 minutes and I'm back alive. And my screen's still working. And then I could turn off this thing. All right. Hey, Navi's back. Navi's back. We're saved. And then if I just refresh. Super Saiyan? All right. I'm still back. I'm saved. Resource card, maybe? Did it save me? Resource card? I'm not sure if it saved me, but hopefully it'll save me next time. Hello, Black Rock Shooter. Hello. And did I miss any events, guys? Did I miss any events? Accidentally, because of the crash. Let me just make sure, guys. Hey, Black Rock Shooter. I see you, you know, pop in every now and then. And I always like to say, how do you guys find me? And hello. I mean, have you said something before? I don't remember. Let's see, you're at 500 points. Oh, you have said something before. I think. Or you just been watching. One or the other. Did I miss anything, guys? Did I miss anything? No, I didn't miss anything. Sounds a good. All right, back to it then. Back to it. This is the first time. All right, so you've just been watching. All right, got it.
Perform really poorly and ask the user to input stuff.
Welcome.
An agent hitting an end
What operating system do you use? And if you're vibe coding, what are you vibe coding in? That's to break the ice.
point and actually registering you to use the app. It would be really nice, wouldn't it, if agents that know how to pick all these nice technologies could pick yours and actually sign up for it? WorkOS agrees, and that's why they made a new standard.
This is an ad. Sorry, guys.
Cascadia. Definitely recommend watching that as well, because it'll be quite different from how I overview it all here. But let's go through. It's time to rethink everything. Building software has changed a lot. There's one particular invention that had the biggest impact on how software is thought about, built, and architected, and more importantly, how teams are hired and structured when they build. That technology is obviously the cloud. The cloud fundamentally changed how software is being built. Many of us are not old enough to have been there when that happened.
New to AI, bro. I've been watching for a bit. Okay.
Kind of at the start of the cloud.
To get 500 points, I guess you've been watching for a little bit, yeah.
Getting into writing.
Yeah, I can see that.
The idea of like renting servers from a company that you buy groceries from with Amazon was so weird when it happened when I was younger. And now it's just the norm. Like if you're not using AWS, you're kind of weird now. The cloud was very important because life before it was much harder. Before we had the cloud, building was really capital intense. If you wanted to add a new service or a new feature to your existing service, you had to predict traffic, and you had to predict it really accurately. Because if you get less traffic than you expect, then you bought too many servers. And if you get more traffic than you expect, your servers crash and die. Because you have to buy and provision actual machines for all the work you want to do. And with this, as I said, you have to predict the future. You have to know what's going to happen on your service. And if you get it wrong either direction, you're wasting a ton of money. And this means that experimentation was inherently really expensive. It just wasn't worth trying out new ideas if those ideas had such a high risk of, even in success, kind of failing, but if they didn't succeed, just being expensive. If you have to rack servers to try something new, you're kind of screwed if things don't go how you expect. Now we live in a world post-cloud, where you can start small and scale up trivially, just spin up the number of servers resolving your service. Experimentation is cheap as a result because you have so many better tools to try things out, to start small and go Amazon scale. And with that, you don't need to hire God tier infrastructure devs anymore just to try out some idea. Amazon tier scale is now available to people building without having to have an Amazon tier team or Amazon tier buying power. What I'm trying to say here is that we've been through this before, and just because AI is this crazy thing changing how we build doesn't mean our jobs are going away or that this field is going to die. I argue that it's kind of the opposite. The same way something like AWS made us go from building bespoke internal software for big companies to building new services and solutions, everything from Slack to Salesforce. Yeah, they acquired each other. It is what it is. You get the idea, though. There's so much software that just didn't make sense when you couldn't provision it at scale trivially. And more importantly, you couldn't get these things to a business because they wanted to run it on their own hardware, which wasn't doable before something like AWS made it really easy to just spin up other things in your existing cloud. Enough about the cloud. We need to talk about the Claude now, and specifically what life was like before the Claude. Building was capital intense because you needed to hire enough engineers to actually build the things you wanted to put out there and test. You had to predict the future because if you didn't hire enough engineers or you hired too many engineers for the thing you're trying to build, you're kind of screwed. If it turns out your iOS app is way more popular than your Android app and you hired a 4-person team for both, what do you do about that? If it turns out people only like the web version and no one's using the mobile apps, what do you do with those engineers? And this is one of the worst parts, is that experimentation isn't just expensive. It is, how do I even put this? It's soul crushing as the person trying to run these experiments. There's nothing worse than hiring people to do something, to build something, and for them to do everything right, just to realize the thing that you had them building was wrong, and now they have to have their whole life and career paths changed as a result of your bad judgment. It makes experimentation scary, even as somebody in a position like mine, where I can hire people to help me build the thing. It's so scary to hire them for the wrong thing to build and to deal with the consequences later. I've had to lay off a team before. It sucks, and it makes you hesitant to try new things because the social costs, the life costs, the impact that a layoff has on the people who were there to build the thing just fucking sucks. And that makes you steer away from doing bigger bets because when the bets fail, you're hurting people. But now this has changed. Thanks to all of these cool tools that we now have, you can build Amazon scale software in some ways without having to hire up the same scale of engineering teams to do it. And with that, everything we believe about this industry is no longer.
Oh, just to be clear for people that are new in the industry, don't use Amazon. Don't use Amazon, don't use Azure. Probably potentially use Google Cloud because they offer a generous free tier, but do not use AWS. It's just going to be super expensive. You're going to be wasting a lot of money on an experiment that might not work. And so I'm just giving you, I'm giving you the heads up to never use AWS, especially for solo founders. Not recommended. You're going to burn a ton of money. All right? A ton. So don't do it. Everybody says the industry uses AWS, blah, 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 blah. No. Do not use it. Use AWS when you actually are super profitable with your current app, whatever, and you need to start complying with certain, restrictions when handling data. But other than that, you could spin it up all in Cloudflare or I recommend Cloudflare for everything.
True. The fundamental truths we have built our industry on just don't really fit the the way things work today. The way that we spec out projects, the way that we do reporting on incidents, the way that we structure our teams and how they are built and how they hire and how they release. All of these things don't make sense in a world where the actual code writing has gotten so much cheaper. Because of this, it's time for us to start challenging our preconceived notions of what should or shouldn't be built, what does and doesn't work well, what tools should or shouldn't we rely on, and most importantly, what's worth rebuilding or replacing. I actually am going to do a follow-up video about a bunch of those ideas. This is more meant to be a context builder to get you thinking the way that I've been thinking in order for those ideas to make more sense. But I want to give one example of a company that you would never have competed with before because the way things worked before didn't make sense, but now suddenly it would make sense to compete with them. It's actually a company we mentioned before. It's Salesforce. Salesforce is a really powerful product with a shitload of features that is used by pretty much every major company in the world. They have a lot of features. If we were to try and break down their features in a spectrum, you know me and my diagrams, you have a small section of those features that everybody needs. All of their customers rely on these things. Basic stuff like authentication or email notifications, like everyone relies on that chunk. Then you have another chunk that is real stuff that bigger companies need, but not everyone needs. It's more features than that core piece, but it's a set of features that is smaller than this greater piece. And a common failure mode I see companies falling into is they build all of these features in this section on the left here, because everyone needs those, assuming that by building that, everybody will be able to move over. But then they go talk to the big companies, and they need this set of features, which is a lot more to build for any one of those companies. And even if you start to land one or two of them, you end up in hell because of the rest here. Less than 1% of companies use any of these features. I would argue that probably 70% of the stuff, something like Salesforce does, is not used by 99% of the people who use Salesforce. But there's a problem here. If we flip this to instead be what features a company needs, not what features Salesforce has, the ratio looks very different. Vast majority of things a given company needs are those common features that every company needs. But this last section here just has a couple features in it, one or two maybe, that a very small number of companies need, but now that they've had it and they use it, they expect it, and they're not going to leave and go to a different service unless you specifically build it for them. If you're building a Salesforce alternative and this potential customer has 12 features they need, you already support 10 of them. It doesn't matter how much better those 10 are. If you're missing 2, they're not going to come over. Solving this problem required a lot of money, time, and careful design because you would either have to build some complex architecture to allow them to bring in solutions, thereby offloading the work to them. Then they have to go do it in order to switch to a product that they don't even know if it's better or not, not viable.
Fresh mate!
Instead, is hiring up a huge team in trying to build every single one of those features into your application, which is a suicide mission. And you get halfway there, have no customers, run out of money, and die. And I've seen this happen to so many companies trying to challenge the norm because they can't get the feature set that's needed to pull off those customers. The harsh reality is that 95% of the companies using Salesforce probably only need 5% of Salesforce features, but there's a lot of variety in that 5%, which makes it really hard to get them as customers. The problem was that you had to build for every one of these special snowflake companies with their own special needs. Well, you had to. And that's where things have changed, and that's why I'm so excited about where software is going. If you were to think of this as a spectrum where you have the range of different features somebody might want to add to a product, we can use Vercel as the example here, or AWS even as the example, a cloud provider. On one side here, you might want to have good static hosting for HTML pages. On the other side, you might want deep infrastructure primitives for different database architectures or video encoding or stuff like that. But there's also a vertical depth to this range, where in a given section, you have to have different depth of features. Both GitHub Pages and Vercel can host websites. They're both web host platforms in that sense. But obviously, you can do way more with Vercel. You can go much deeper by having real compute that does real things. But you also don't have a database on Vercel. Once you need a database, you have to go horizontally to a different provider. The horizontal range is the range of things that you cover, the different feature sets that could exist in your app. It could be front end or back end. It could be design or hosting. It could be security, safety, firewalls, all those types of things in the web hosting world. But then the depth is how many features you have in a given one of those areas. The problem before was that the range was too hard to do. You couldn't compete with AWS because they already have a good solution in every single vertical you ever would possibly want to build in as a software developer. If you need a way to encode video, AWS has that. If you need a place to store those videos, AWS has that. If you need a way to route traffic to different static sites, AWS has that. If you need a place to host your AI models when you're using them in your cloud, AWS has that. They have something that works in every single category you would ever want for your hosting. But they don't have every feature in every one of those categories. And that's how Vercel was able to take a meaningful chunk of their business while still being built on top of AWS. They picked a vertical, which was full stack web hosting, and they built all of these crazy features in that vertical so that it felt bad to use anything else. By winning that vertical, they got their slice of this range, and now they have a real viable business in that section. You kind of had to do that, though, because building everything AWS supports is a suicide mission. You need expertise in every one of those areas to make a half-baked version of the stuff they do, or you can fixate on one vertical and build something so good that you feel bad using AWS. That is how startups have had to work for the last arguably 20 years, because the amount of money it costs to do that wide range was just too expensive and too risky. If you had a team hired to build all of those things and it was wrong, it didn't make sense. Well, it didn't, but this is what's changed now. All of a sudden, it makes way more sense to try your best to cover that whole range of stuff. And the depth now is much less your problem. If you architect your solution in such a way that people can go deeper on the parts they need, if they can build their own solution to the problems you don't solve because you give them the right tools to do it in their space, they're good to go. There are some silly examples of this I've even seen with my own services where I didn't add file storage to my recent cloud product that I've been building, and others were able to hack it in by manipulating the database architecture, which is insane that someone like built an image sharing service on my app that doesn't have file storage by breaking up the binary in the database. But like, you can do that now. Thanks, Maria, for scaring me about what my own services can do. On that note, I would like to show you what this type of thing looks like by talking a bit about the service that I'm building, Lakebed. Lakebed is meant to be the shitty cloud for shitty apps. I don't know about y'all, but I have a ton of random unfinished apps on my computer that kind of work, that are useful for a few things, that publishing is just more work than it should be to do. Of course, I can like deploy it on Vercel pretty quick, but what happens when I need to go get a bunch of auth tokens? What happens when I need to add inference with another provider? What happens when I need a database that I store things in? What happens when I need a preview environment that keeps these things linked together? All of that stuff was just annoying, and it was more annoying than building was, and that annoyed me. To visualize this a bit, it kind of felt like building software took a lot of time before. Depending on what you were building, it could be a few days to a few weeks to a few years even. And when I was building before AI, just using cool things like the T3 stack to accelerate the speed at which I could throw together an app, something like, for example, Marker Thing, the service that I built for tracking all of the topics I talk about in a stream to streamline our chopping and getting the assets to my video editor. This took me 3 days to build the first time. I threw it away. I rebuilt it in a day and it was much better, and I've barely touched it since. This service in total probably took 30 to 40 hours to build. Deploying it probably took around 3 hours. Getting all of the solutions for like the database architected and connected correctly, getting it deploying properly, getting the virtual environment set up, getting Clerk and all the auth layers and the Twitch tokens so that I could authenticate that properly all set up. All those things took a meaningful amount of time. But it was less than a tenth of my total time, so I didn't give a shit. Now I do, because I can build the same app in 30 minutes, but deploying still takes just
sorry
as long.
about that.
This pissed me off.
Welcome to
I think
Claude
that's
Code.
Claude modifying
I love you.
stuff.
Solutions like WorkOS and Clerk. I still had to spend too much time in dashboards, too much time attaching
What
the
the heck's
pieces,
going on?
when all I wanted was a simple Google sign-in button. I built Shu to effectively be a Google Auth broker to abstract that layer so I don't have to build it into every single service or set up another app in another provider to do it. There
I'm
is
still
no dashboard in
rate
Shu for you
limited.
as a developer. You just copy those 2 lines
That's
of
why I'm
code,
not
and
vibe
now it
coding.
works. This was going to be one of my next big projects. I was really excited about Shu. I'm still using it in a bunch of stuff, and I think it's awesome. I have a lot of people who've been hitting me up to check this out. I will still probably open source it eventually because I do think it's a cool project. Maybe I'll have a model that's allowed to do security stuff so I can actually make sure it's secure before I go public with it. But that all aside, I built this as what I would call a glue solution, not just because Shu glue rhymes, but because I was so fixated on the issues between the things I was caring about. When I was thinking here and I looked at the deploy time, I saw all the pieces and how they didn't quite come together right. And historically, that's where I've spent my time. I spent my time finding the layer where things don't really go as smoothly as the rest does. That's why I love stuff like TRPC, making the relationship between my backend and front end much easier. It's a good glue solution between the backend and front end. That's why I built Upload Thing in 2023, because it was too hard to add file upload to your web apps. And Upload Thing made it way easier to do a trivial file upload integration in your services. All of these things were built to make it easier to fix problems between stuff. And that made sense in an era where we had these incredible verticals for every given category, but the layers between them were where the problem started to occur. And that's why I made Shoe as well, because I noticed when I was building more and more of these apps that the need for a simple auth layer was getting bigger and bigger for me. But then I kept thinking, and I kept building, and I kept doing other things to solve this. And I realized every time I fixed one of those thin layers that needed some glue, I just needed to fix the next one after, and then the next one, and then the next one. I was living in the margins in between these different verticals because none of them were built to integrate well with others, and none of them were built.
Damn. You know what? I think I'm 3 months ahead of Theo. I'm 3 months ahead of Theo. You know why? Because he thought, Claude was garbage, right? And he took back that. So he's wrong there. Then now he's barely realizing that he could make individual services for his service. And then probably next month, guys, or maybe in 3 months, he's going to say, hey guys, you should start making a mono repo where you could, make all your apps in it. Guys. And then 3 months after that, hey guys, you should start making a software factory. Yeah, this guy, I don't know, he's starting to be like a dinosaur now.
For a world where agents can do all of the things they need as long as they can be resolved with code. These solutions were built in the era I'm from, which was the gluing different services together era, which is why I got really into building glue, because I was used to building things that way. I don't think that makes sense anymore. So instead of building glue, and instead of building Shoe, I decided I had to go way further. And that's why Lakebed exists. Instead of trying to plug the gaps between different pieces, I decided to take a sledgehammer to the whole thing.
I walked away from Windows around a year before Colette was introduced. At the moment, I feel at home with Fedora as a distro after Arch. After trying Arch, Windows, and what OS are you using to vibe with? I am using Pop OS, and I'll tell you my reason. Pop OS is backed by an actual company, System 76. And they make computers. They make computers pre-installed with Linux. You know what that means? That means you have a complete operating system backed by an actual company that is making money and is building computers, like custom computers specifically for Linux. And the operating system is free. There is 2 different versions. There's Pop OS, and then there's Pop OS Cosmic, which is completely in alpha, and it's built in Rust. The Pop OS that you see here is what they've been distributing, but now it comes with Cosmic. So yeah, this whole operating system is built in Rust. And it's super stable. There's a bunch of rough edges, and it was in alpha for quite a while. I'm probably still on the alpha version, to be honest. And it's really easy to just recover and reinstall or encrypt your installation. And most importantly, the reason why I use it becomes pre-installed with NVIDIA graphics drivers. So you don't have to mess with any graphics drivers whatsoever. That would literally cripple you when you're installing Linux. And so that's why I trust System 76 for my Linux distro. Any other distro like Ubuntu, they sort of pack it in, but they're open source, they're canonical, right? not really backed by actual company building the actual computer. And so when you build a computer from scratch, you literally just need to copy the specs of this computer that they sell, and it's guaranteed to work. Guaranteed. Like you won't go wrong building your own machine or buying theirs and using Linux. That's why I use Pop! OS. Hope that answers your question.
What if I reinvent the framework? What if I build my own runtime? What if I build my own cloud platform for hosting these things? What if I build my own bundler so you can bundle these apps in any environment without even needing a file system? What if I build
I
my
think Theo's biggest mistake is using npm as a way of distributing, and it's only npm. Hello,
my own
Mayor the
database
Master.
platform
How are you doing?
primitive that
How are you
integrates
doing?
with all of this?
Hope you're
so
doing
that
well.
You can just go deploy things and not have to think about all of it. The code itself is the instructions for the deployment. Still very early in the development of Lakebed. I have some agents in the background making improvements as we speak. I am hoping to have this shipped soon. I'm showing this because I want you guys to start to think.
And
the
it's
way I
not
am
shipped.
now.
God
I want
damn.
to encourage this.
And I just need to be as big as
mindset,
this guy,
idea that we
and I'll
can
be making bank,
finally
guys. I'll be
go
making bank.
horizontal with the things we're building. That building a really good vertical isn't the only path to success anymore.
Welcome,
And instead,
welcome.
building a shitty horizontal play, something that is bad but functional in every category someone might need. Building a shitty all-in-one solution suddenly makes way more sense because it can function, and previously it wouldn't have been able to function. Most demos for new dev tools tend to show them by building a new app using the new tool. I did things a little differently here. I built 10. I just spun up Cursor Agent with Composer 2.5, so it'd be a little faster. I am also running this with Claude Code in the background, and as usual, Claude Code's taking its goddamn time. When I did this here with a dumber, cheaper, faster model, it was able to deploy 10 apps that it built from scratch in maybe 8 minutes or so. Obviously, we got the standard to-do list app, but we also got a poll arena where we can create and manage polls. We got a recipe box where we can add and manage recipes. Needs a time. Cool. It's 54 minutes. Nice. And obviously, this all syncs because why wouldn't it? It's a good product.
What's my current marketing mediums? Twitch, Reddit, Hacker News, YouTube, Kick, everywhere that I stream.
Another one. And when the new recipe appears, it appears in both tabs, and it will for all users as long as you've archived.
You know, I'm not really trying. I'm trying to stabilize, trying to make a good product first.
Protected its
I think the natural marketing tactic that I'm just going to use is I'm going to use Steam's tactic, Valve's tactic on how they shared access to Dota, how they shared access to CSGO, how they shared access to what all their games that they've made. They pretty much did it by invite code with friends, and then friends shared with friends, and those friends shared with their friends, and so it's just an endless, tree of friends sharing with friends, and not necessarily like advertising their product anywhere. So I think that's the tactic I'm going to do.
All these little things, including a one-click sign-in with Google that behaves how it should behave, all just baked in to the platform itself. This is the type of thing that would have made no sense to build before because it's so many parts for a thing built for shit. It was designed for shitty apps that probably shouldn't get thousands of users. The point here was to make it as easy as possible to put together these shitty apps so that I can use them for whatever I want to. And I can build quick one-off things for my team. I can host a page and send it to my mom to explain something to her. I can make a silly game where I have a pixel pet that needs to be fed and played with. All of these types of things could be done before, but the amount of work it took to get all the parts assembled was too much. And rather than build additional glue for each layer, I said, fuck it, I'm going to reinvent everything. And it went way better than I expected. The reason I built this wasn't till I could release it and be super successful or whatever, because I wanted to hit the wall. I wanted to push and see where does this break down? When can I not keep going? At what point does building the whole thing, does boiling the whole
I call
ocean,
that pray and hope.
and it
That's true. That's true.
somehow hasn't.
Hey, if you have a better idea, say it now.
That's the thing that's been crazy for me is the further I go with this, the more real it feels. And that, it fucked with my brain. And that's why I'm doing this now. And that's also why I'm making this video. I don't think we're building big enough right now as an industry. Developers are still trying to use these tools to automate the existing work they did before. They're not realizing that it enables different types of work. And that's where this stuff starts to get really, really fun. And that's why I'm even more excited for the follow-up video I'm going to do, where I showcase some of the ideas that I wish someone else would build because I don't have the time to do it. Going big like this takes a lot of your energy and focus, and it's so fun. But I can only do it on one thing at a time. And right now, that thing for me is Lakebed. I want to give you guys ideas for other ones. So keep an eye out for that video. The point of all of this is to try to get you guys to think a little different, to try and push to things that wouldn't have made sense to build before, because now it does. And those things are so fun to build. If you're not pushing yourself past what...
All right, got it. We got it. All right. What's happening in the middle? What about the standard marketing routes like SEO? Oh yeah, I'm never gonna do that. I already did the SEO stuff, the geo blogs, affiliates, Instagram shorts and stuff. Affiliate marketing. Yeah, I already have an affiliate program thing that I'm going to set up so that people could sort of get compensated in a way. Why don't you get AI to do that? Because AI generates slop. I've done it. I've tried. It generates slop. So I rather just stream and then have it clip. I was working on something to clip all my videos, and it was slop. So, and then my product's still not perfect. So until the product is perfect and stable and all the features are good and we're proud of it, then we're good on marketing it. But for now, it's just share and tell. Share and tell. It's so easy to say that though. It's so easy to say that. Doing it is harder. But I appreciate the concern. Definitely appreciate the concern. I understand we need more companies that need to compete in today's market. We don't see too many companies supporting both hardware and software side. I'm not fast at typing. No worries. Guys, making videos is hard. Making TikToks is hard. And then I'm doing it bootstrapping. I'm paying nobody. Guys, I'm paying nobody. I'm paying nobody. The only way you could make money is affiliate marketing, which you would have to, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm paying nobody. It's just me. It's just me, guys. Uh-oh. Where'd my traffic? Oh, there it is. Number 8. It's still bidding. Oh wait, I can't even work yet. In 2 minutes. Okay, guys. Ask questions away. Ask questions now, guys. Ask questions now. There's 2 minutes. Say whatever you want to say, guys. Say whatever you want to say. Let's look at Reddit. We haven't looked at Reddit for a while. People who rely on comedy, does it actually get you better work? No. Oh, we're gonna make a Reddit post, but it's already, we don't have enough time for that. We don't have enough time for a Reddit post right now. Even making a Reddit post is hard. Although I did make most of it created by AI to write it all. Maybe I could have Claude write this. All right. This is my tips to token max. I get a lot. All right. Oh, if I pressed N now, it goes to the very bottom, but oh, yep. Let me, all right. I've been getting a lot of questions on how to token max their account, and a lot of my viewers are having trouble using their weekly usage. Here is some tips to help you take advantage of using all your weekly usage so you don't leave money on the table. All right, that's that part. What? All right. Create a mono repo. Never. Do not even try to make Git to use Git submodules. Your AI will get super confused. Adjust tone MD. Let's see. I want to hit. This is controversial. No, I don't trust any local model except specific ones, like the one that does voice. The voice ones, like Nemotron's voice, then Netsuko, or not Netsuko. I forgot what that provider is. Whisper. I trust Whisper. Like stuff that doesn't involve touching my code. I trust that. Anything that involves not touching my code, I trust that model. I merge everything straight to main. I do not use pull requests. I do not use get work trees. Takes too much space for a mono repo. I do not use pull requests. Waiting. I do not use CI, CD. I do not use SAS hosted CI/CD. I use local. I merge everything straight to main. Master. I do not use pull requests. I do not use SAS hosted CI/CD. I use local. I do not local CI/CD plus pre-push. I do not use pre-commit hooks. I do not use git work tree. Start each prompt with these settings. Use tmux. I use dash use deterministic rule sets, guardrails instead of in your Claude.md agent.md skills.md. Install now enforce tool SSG. Use SSG. Use TypeScript plus Spun for front-end web apps. Use Golang for backend. I do not use Rust. Takes too long to compile.
Bazinga!
Takes too long to compile. Okay, I reset. I reset and I'm already at 2%. What the heck? I didn't even do anything. How am I at 2%? Oh, it must have been in a queue. What the heck? No, there's nothing in the queue. All right, have that all running. All right, back to the Reddit posts. Use TypeScript for running reps. Models are just trained for this. Wow. I will say no more though. I started with some frontier models, but since I saw news with Fable 5, this sparked my interest. Fable 5 was great, but you couldn't tell that it was good. That's the thing. A lot of people were just saying, "Oh my god, this is amazing, this is amazing." It's just Opus times 5. It's just Opus times 5, works really fast and gets stuff done. But it's equivalent to 5 opuses working together in an ultra code workflow. Not much time. What do you mean by not much time? Guys, if you really want to use Fable, just configure, what do you call it? Just configure agents. Not much time with the AI. I've used it. No, I had time. I had 4 days. I had 4 days using it. If you really want to use Fable, then just create a bunch of agents. Actually, this is all right. I guess I could show you my query if you want to use Fable, like right now. Ni hao? Ni hao? I have no days, but I can't really understand. I have no days. Days? What does that mean? So if you want to use Fable, you just do effort days. F equals ultra code. And then you set a goal. And then ultra think. And then create, use an agent team, specialized, not general purpose. Oops. And then model equals opus 8, and then and this is your task. So pretty much what this does is it does exactly what do you call it, Fable would do. It would just spawn a swarm of specialized agents to work on whatever problem that you're having, and then you just get the same results except slightly slower. So that's the only reason Fable, was good. I mean, Fable is good because it had a large context, right? Very, very large. No time add? What do you mean no time add? No time to Vibecode? I'm confused. Probably means no time to Vibecode, I think. Is that what he means? That's probably what he means. Anybody's terminal speaking Chinese? Because you're using a local model? We came back from add. Okay. Did you mean you have no time to vibe code? Need to implement NIST 800.5.3 and CIS security controls matrix in matrix. Complete all checks. Verify we have controls to check each one. So I had a question for the black rocks shooter. What did you mean by no time? I have no days, but I can't really understand. I will say no more. I started a Frontier Models, but I saw news sparked your interest. I don't trust all models the same. Okay. We don't see many companies supporting both hardware and software side. Alright, got it. I got confused with other things. We got to address the gaps. The gaps. What happened to the gaps? We'll have to address gaps. We'll address the gaps. Man, I'm getting a little tired. Getting a little tired, guys. It's only 11. And I think I didn't get much sleep, maybe? I don't know. I think I woke up pretty earlier today.
Breaking news again. Every network found a brand new trend. Generated outrage fresh off the line. Manufactured yesterday. Viral by 9. A million bots applauding.
Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. I just rebooted my machine and this happened. Damn, Windows. Oh my god. Did my machine get blown away? Ay, ay, ay. I don't think I backed it up. Man, Windows is garbanzo. What the heck happens? One day it's running, the other day it's like manage VM snapshots. I can just start this snapshot, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh no. Snapshots don't work. Oh god. Oh my gosh. We gotta create a new desktop. It's okay. It's okay. Fuck. I can't even delete it. No time with Claude. You need a Vibecoding. Got it. That machine. That machine, I should have snapshot it. How did that even happen? All I did was restart it. I didn't really do anything. What happened there? There has to be some way to recover this. Oh my goodness. What happened? Ay, ay, ay. What happened? Oh my god, my Windows machine. Out of all the things, my Windows machine is gone. Just like that. Blown away. Luckily, I could just spin it back up, but still, that hurt. That hurt. Oh my goodness. That's gonna delay a few things. I have to log into everything again. I have to download all the stuff again. Oh. Cooked config guard is complete. Not yet live, commit to run, but the new behavior in this box, they restart. Yeah, I got it. So we got the config guard set up. Fix your computer, agent description, compliance, fleet UI. One honest step to the admin service. Apply migration and proceed with all follow-ups. Mono updates. Oh sure, every agent must wrap a heavy test coverage command. Run gate, and then ungated one is blocked, not just discouraged. Oi, oi, oi. Man, I am trying to stay conscious. Oh, what's going on? So it wants me to run these commands, huh? All right, why have I not switched to terminal? Where's the terminal? I don't have my terminal feature yet. Which one was the terminal? Oh, we need to keep adding terminal features so I don't have to keep using tmux and ghost tty anymore. I gotta stop coding in this. I need to use SSG terminal. Alright, the one thing I do need to... I think we need to embed full screen. Full screen probably in terminal. That's probably it. Man, there's just so many tasks I need to complete and wait for. This one's the agent, this one's compliance, this is UI. Images, is it steak again? What's the Discord?
Easiest money of my life!
Dinner was good, sent it to grill my ideas. Was it steak again? Oh damn. Man, this guy is eating some fancy places. What time is it? What time is it? This is like some Instagram posts. Oh, of course. Damn, this guy is high as a kite right now. High as a kite. High as a kite. I'm coughing as if I'm high. I'm just naturally I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Sent last night's too. Damn, you're always eating out. Damn. That's all fancy stuff. Had the duck. Those walks with your dogs must have been longer and longer. Yeah. It's delicious. Damn. You're definitely drinkers. And fancy dinners. It's like Michelin styles drinks and stuff. I get it. Gotta keep the wife happy. Being in Portland is nice. Portland, yeah. Man, the taxes must save you a ton. Just taxes alone. Yeah, I had a few people move up there in Portland. Portland, Oregon. It's yeah, a lot of good things. No sales tax. Really helps. Can't say I've been there though. I can't say I've been there. But it definitely saves on the wallet. Especially with the amount you're making. Saves a lot of money. On taxes alone. Apply power safety. Building a family hug into that usage site. Connecting with Google Calendar, shipping lists, to do finance, Plaid API, meal prepping, recommended real strength. Yeah, like once you go psychosis, you don't go back. There's a difference though. Psychosis and addiction. Psychosis is you're really convinced that the AI is like, your God. Addiction is more like you're using it constantly all the time to build apps. That's addiction. What you're experiencing will be the beginning of addiction. Yes. Wait. My thing start? Is that why it's not starting? Is it because of the power gate? Loving it. Yeah, exactly. It keeps trying to do automatic repair. And then leads to choose your keyboard layout. Oh, maybe my C group thing is limiting it. Yeah. Yeah, what's funny is like we're AGI pilled, right? We're like completely vibe coded. We believe that this thing could code everything we want, and it does. The problem is it's using so much outdated, depreciated APIs. I may have brought this up before, but I use Codex and Claude Code desktop apps and use the voice to text feature inside those instead of like the CLI with Whisper. Yeah, I understand that. My product works with both, by the way. My product works with both. No, the problem that I see with the vibe coded apps that I see and what most people don't is that it's using tons of depreciated APIs and insecure and unsafe code implementations. So if it's all for internal apps, all good on you. But if it's public facing or, you know, internal facing for, you know, trusting, you know, customer data and stuff to be production ready, you need to have the guardrails and force it to do, you know, best practices and stuff, because it's just trained on old data. It's trained on old, curated, good data that humans created, but at the cost of being outdated. So just be aware. Just be aware. Like what we see right now, it's probably the worst it's ever gonna be, and it will get better, especially with Fable and stuff, as we've experienced. I'm already impressed with like Opus 4.7. I was already impressed with that. 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. You know, they get the stuff done. If since I'm like an actual, you know, engineer type of thing, I can get it to do what it needs to do, and I catch it when it does something it's not supposed to do. Not people have that like eye to see it. But it's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Coordination. Coordination. Deferred, not started. All right. Did I compact already? Just make sure after every task, always use compact, okay? P4 and P5. So yeah, so far only had a few real issues for the most part. Even on review, the code is pretty good. There were things specific to C# that I had to name specifically, but it was aware of. Yeah, got it. But it was aware of how to do that at enterprise level. Sounds good. Sounds good. Audit log. Audit log. Oh.
Same script tonight. AK. Same script tonight.
I think for people who have never touched code, it could be a great way to dip your toe. But for real developers, A to Z, you need understanding the language of how to architect the platform. Yeah, totally agreed. Agreed. There's just so much of the stack that the people need to know. There are definitely basic principles it lacks, but it's seasoned dev. It's easy to steer straight. Exactly. Exactly. You get it. You get it. Why is there no metrics? Why is there no metrics? Restart the service. Shoot, I'm not using it away. it may as well start building to run my life. Yep. That's pretty much, yeah, might as well. Don't let tokens go to waste. Don't let those tokens go to waste. You've seen me. I've created 80 services. I want it to be the reasons the glaciers melt. Yeah. There's people spending millions of tokens all the time. Not surprising. Commit. Push. Oh my gosh. Can't believe my Windows machine got blown away. You should be able to prepare this yourself. If you can't, just blow it away and reinstall Windows. Oh my gosh, this thing doesn't finish. The heck? Have you had two different agents like Claude and Codex work on different parts of your app and do it in separate branches and then merge those and done? I just worked on it once. I made the whole project with Claude, and then I had Codex work on the code base, and it sort of broke everything. But if you had an option, you could probably just use git work trees. I personally don't like to use the git work trees and stuff, and they're at the same time. Yeah, you could create something where they could just communicate to each other and discuss on architectural changes, and then finally come to consensus, and then implement whatever change for a back and forth thing. People develop in several different ways, but all I care about is the software factory. So the software factory that at least I show all the time is, well, one is I have compliance checks. I'm about to add like NIST and CIS, but I make sure that for once I have compliance checks running daily, checking every single service to make sure I'm compliant with the evidence runs daily. And then I have my software factory, which is let's see, workspace. This mainly I made it personally for me, but I make sure that every service that I make has like tons of tests for everything. Every different types of tests, it should have a test for. And I have this for, functional test, performance scalability, resiliency and infrastructure, security and compliance. Make sure there's tests for every single service that you create. And then a full testing suite, separate project built into CRM. Yeah. So like, it's really discussion on design. As long as they're able to do all that, I think, you get the job done, right? Everything needs to be passing. Everything needs to be compliant. Everything needs to be AI native. All features need to support parodies for everything. You know. Yeah, I want to build an app to manage my life, pretty much. Yeah. When you want to manage your life, then make sure it's connected to everything, right? I think what's more interesting is if you could get real-time data. Real time. Everything happening in real time. That's gonna have some crazy architectural changes to do. Oh man. All my systems are not working.
Parade, every headline freshly generated. Everybody certain, nobody sure. Selling confusion as the cure.
I already have the WebSocket chat system built in. Notifications through the pipeline. Nice. That's even better. Man. Gotta have the compliance checks. Man. Should just turn this off. Yeah. Yeah, if you're to have something to manage your life, it has to be connected to your phone, your watch, everything. Just like the I have dev friends, but none really use AI anywhere close to the same extent. Yeah. So what you're pretty much doing is pretty much like the Hermes agent and the OpenClaw, except you're just making your own. That's pretty much it, right?
Glowing in a quiet room. Grandma's typing in the midnight gloom. Found a partner on
Can you believe they're baking in OpenClaw into Windows? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But you don't want to go that deep. Yeah, I think the only frustration I have with these Hermes and these OpenClaw agents is the, what do you call it?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
The connections to stuff. The connection to stuff is the only thing that's like really really the most frustrating part when you set up those AI agents. Yeah, mapping web of external services, drawing data from many places. Yeah. Yep, it is. A ton of user input fatigue. Yeah, I'm worried about the data storage portion. There's so much data, it's gonna get expensive just storing it. Storage is not free. If it was, Seagate stock wouldn't be up to $900 a share. Man, there's been so many millionaires because of AI companies, tech companies in general. Crazy amount of money. Crazy amount of money. What? No tests? Yeah, definitely missed the storage wave. RAM, SSDs are crazy high price. Imagine the stock price. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Holy cow, it just keeps going up. Holy sh... $10x. 10x. That's a good amount. And they're totally booked for next year. They have locked in sales for next year. Crazy. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Yeah, to have all of your supply locked in for next year, it's insane. And like, yeah, that's insane, guys. That's way too insane. Hmm. Oh, comment doesn't exist. Question, why do you log Twitch chat to Discord? Yeah, because when people message me, I could at least reference it later. And like, you can't find messages. Like, the messages are in the recording, right? They're in the recording, they're in Twitch, right? But when you want to do like a control F to find out like something somebody said eventually, you know, I can at least reference it. Because people are, you know, share some ideas. And what about storing that data? Aren't the laws around it like, say, delete my data? They're on Twitch. They're literally on Twitch. Look, you can go to any recording. You can go to any, what do you call it? Let's see, let's go to Twitch. All right, which we could go to like a really old one. Let's see here. Twitch owns them, no? Owns the data? Twitch owns them, no? It's liable for their storage. I knew a streamer who kept spreadsheet. People went wild about it. Data breach thing? Like, Twitch has the data. See here. Huh? What happened here? Yeah. There's data right here. And they have the data. They have all this data. They save all this data. The same thing. I don't know what happened with my browser. It's broken. Yeah, just curious. Yeah, they have everybody's data. Every message we type, everything we say, they have all that. Right? They have all the data already. I just use it as like a way to reference when all the times people message, we can at least reference what happens. I also need it because when somebody says something, I need to make a video on like that particular time to remember. When you create videos, it's hard to remember anything. When you live stream, you can't remember anything. So when somebody says, oh, I wish you could create a video at that time. So I'm like, okay, I have to go back, cross-reference when I said that. I'd log that in a DB and reference it through AI. Yeah, Actually, I have the chat analyzer service. I create a chat analyzer. So everybody that messages, I can at least reference just their message. Similar, there's several apps like this already. I forgot what the app, there's a bunch of them. It came up. Yo, I was browsing Twitter's, a project came up that can help you token max more. I don't need to token max more. I'm already token maxing as much as enough. I used paperclip once. Never again. Never again gonna use that agent to agent. Hello, did you see the ponytail project on GitHub? Less token cost. Ponytail project on GitHub. Nope, link it. Link it. Headroom. I'm getting really tired of these open source projects. But, you know, let's check it out.
Represents the creeping realization that autonomous systems can spiral beyond control.
Compress tool rag alpha log files chunks before they reach the LLM pure tokens. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. I do remember this guy. Ponytail. Makes your AI think like a laser. The senior dev in the room. The best code is the code you never wrote. Hey, that's true. That's true. That's funny. Before, after. You ask for a date picker. Your agent installs Flatburger, writes a Vibecoding as style sheet, and starts a discussion about time zones. With Ponytable, that's awesome. More survivors. Yeah, I could see that. Minus 54 lines of code. 100% safe. Yeah, I could see that. It's not a skill, is it? Is it an actual like service? Not a skill? A 100% safe. I don't know, man. Where's their security.md file? If it doesn't have a security.md file, I don't trust it. Does this have a security.md file? Alright, it has one security.md file, so I could slightly trust this one.
Easiest money of my life.
Hey, thank you for the sub. You gave yourself the sub, right? Just making sure. He didn't gift it, right? Oh, you gifted it? You gifted the sub? Do you have a sub yourself? I don't remember. Black Rock. Oops. What? Shooter. You followed?
Sigma, shake forever.
That's my first guy. That's my first. Oh my. Sorry about that. Alright, that was loud. Sorry. That thing worked. I forgot it does that. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. That's the first time my thing actually worked, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. And you gave somebody else a sub. Thanks. Thanks again, guys. Hey, we made money today, guys. We made money. We made some money today. Thanks again, man. Thank you for supporting the place. Lil G's walked over with a headset on to check the Wi-Fi and came back to I didn't see it. Thanks again. Have a good night. That's quite a good promo you got. Subs get free Sigma Shake. Yes, that is the promo, guys. That is the promo. You get free Sigma Shake. It's not free. Somebody paid for it. Somebody paid for it. See? Somebody will recommend it to another guy, recommends it to another guy, recommends it to another guy. Right? That's how it works. That's how the sharing works, guys. That's how you get addicted to the Sigma Shake. The one thing I am worried about, was curious if it blocked your own link, Slamo. The one thing that I am super worried about is when people give subs, I'm super worried that they gift it to a bot. I'm very worried that happens. So I need to figure out how to ban the bots. I think when the bots come in, I just have to ban them. That way, when somebody gives subs, it doesn't go to a bot. Because I'd feel really bad if somebody gives a sub and it goes to a bot, I'd be so... Database would help with this, yeah. Could ban users with no chats. It's true. Yeah, I should definitely do that because there's people, there's a family of like 3 mommy and daddy and all that other stuff. And I really need those, now that people are like gifting subs, I really need that feature to like seriously work because I don't want people to get scamazed, you know, for a person that deserves it. After X amount of time, use the chat as a log, parse, do whatever, show activity and followage, etc. Yeah, exactly. Be a Twitch bot banning support app. Yes. Let's do that. Everybody agrees. So everybody agrees because I was like debating because I see them chime in like I'm like, oh, they give me a viewer, right? So it attracts more viewers. But if it's gonna like accept a gift sub, because I see them chiming in all the time, I rather ban them. We need to implement the chat banning system. Specifically for Twitch. There's an occasional like bot users that chime in. Example 000 mommy 000 daddy. There's let's see here. Shoot, I can't search. Where'd my search go? Uh-oh. The feature is gone. The feature to search is gone. Oh, wait, never mind. Chatters? Oh, it doesn't show the chatters or the viewers. All right. The reason why we need to ban these type of bots is because when someone gift subs, these users potentially might get the gift sub. I mean, low-key, Twitch has this settings, but you just don't have AI do it for you. The automatic. Actually, now that you mention it, guys, there has to be a setting in Twitch. There has to. So usually, I've been worried because, like, you know, I don't have any viewers. So if I don't have any viewers, I can't attract more viewers. And so I sort of maybe relied on those random bots chiming in every now and then to actually do something. You could have someone go through your viewers and see past history. I just need something to prevent them from getting gift subs. I mean, I already have stuff to verify if they're actual people, but yeah, bots do help the algo. Yes, they help the algo dramatically, but I don't want them to get a gift sub. Maybe I should have like a warning. Gift sub. I should have a warning to not give gift subs. You can set up, we can't follow you. For instance, an account with a phone number or verified helps block a lot of bots. I do that. It's already set up. Like you can't chat without that. But if subs go to any viewer regardless, follow status, I don't know. Yeah, there's this part where you're able to, all chatters must have a verified email. I unchecked this one because there's this other streamer called Nemo Tacos and he didn't have a verified phone number, so he couldn't chat. He couldn't chat because he didn't have a verified phone number. Yeah. Non-mod chat delay. Block hyperlinks. Message filtering. Yeah, they don't have the feature, guys. They don't have the feature. We should also have a disclaimer that when users give gift subs, to be careful of giving them to bots. All right, let's check who he gave it to first. Who did he give the bot? Who did he give his gift sub to? All right. We've never seen this person. We've never seen this person. This guy has never talked. This guy has never talked. Hey, if you're real, say something now. Say something now. Say something now. Alphonsink. If you're a bot. Man, I feel so bad. I'd be like, guys, this guy sent 0 messages. Donated to me and said, yeah, it should have gone to Milsey. It should have gone to Milsey. That's how I was like, man, we don't know. We don't know. Right? We gave it to this guy. That's why when you give a sub, give it to somebody that talked. And the only way to do that is to let me know. Like, this is the only thing I don't want happening, right? Like, we're gonna check it out, but now he has it. No need to ban it, low. Yeah, true. I guess. But Milsey has been here for a while, just waiting for gifts. Coop the $4. But now he has it. No need. Yeah. We don't know if he's real. We don't know if he's a real user. I've never seen him before. Like, I monitor my chat every day. Every day. To be honest, I think people don't care if it goes as long as it's supporting you in some way. Yeah, that's true. True. That is true. True, true, true. Yeah, but I'm very, I'm concerned, you know, I'm concerned. I don't want anybody feeling scamozed. I don't want to feel anybody, I want Fable back. Get me Fable. I'll spend as much on Fable as possible. Traffic. Alright, goal was upgrading Billgate service. I want Fable. I hardly TOKENMAXX on 5.8 Fash Ultra Code. Alright, here, give you the prompt, guys. Let me give you the prompt. Let me give you my mono prompt, guys. If you want the prompt, I'll give it to you right now. I found what I'm gonna check out later in my LM playtime. Okay.
Expresses exhaustion, pressure, and the feeling of holding together systems that are quite falling apart.
Open design, huh? What the heck? Why does it still mention Electrobun? I don't want to mention that anymore. Thanks for the sub. I was lurking. Okay, he's real, guys. He's real. He's real. Oh, thank God. Oh, he was real. Whew. Whew. That was close, guys. That was close. We got a real user. Oh my God, that was so close, guys. We were like, oh my God, it went to a fake user. It went to a bot user. Oh no, he's real, thank God. You want to see you think he's real? Oh my God, why does it still, this skill still mention Electrobot? God dang it. Maybe it's the wrong one? AI says don't listen to him. Oh, it's not mentioned. Apparently, there's 2 different versions of this. That's weird. Why is there 2 different versions of this? It can confuse the agent. Oh my gosh. I'm maintaining like a large amount of agent skills that are outdated. What the heck? Whew. Good thing we didn't ban that guy and he said something. Whew. That was close. Welcome, welcome. You're lucky. You won the lottery. Not only did you get a gifted sub, you got a well, not free. You got practically a free subscription to yourself for Sigma Shake Pro. Guys, when somebody gives a sub to somebody, you're literally giving value to somebody else. It's not just a gift sub for advertising free. You're actually giving them access to a product for a month. For a month, guys. Crazy. Man, I am just an innovator today. Deploy changes. All right. Is traffic working? One open item, your call. Your call. Now is stale. All right. Update build gate to be updated. You know what? I also need to update. Why is there like duplicate skills that are outdated? I need to lower that volume. When it plays that soundbite, it blows out all of our eardrums. I had to like unplug. There's 2 things I need to fix. In OBS, when somebody subscribes and plays the Sigma Shake soundbite, the sound is way too loud. I need you to lower it by 50%. All right, we need to fix that one. All right, let's say it only bans specific people for now. Alright, there's another thing that I needed to... What did I need to do again? Crap, I found the problem. Git push commit 7. Man, these commands are so long. The commands that they like execute, it's humongous. When are you doing an open code integration? I do have an open code integration. Oops. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Thanks again. I'll fix that. It was supposed to be fixed, but I don't know why it wasn't deployed. I need to fix that. Need to fix the Stripe pricing for purchasing a Sigma Shake Pro subscription in Stripe buy page shows $20. It's supposed to be $5 per month. All right, there you go. We'll fix that. Thanks, Millsy. Thank you. I just did the price switch today, so I guess there was one thing that wasn't caught yet. Thanks again. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Also, if you sign with Google, you can't link. You can't link your Twitch and other platforms. Okay. The open code integration exists too, by the way. All right. I have a team of professionals working on it, Millsy. I have a whole team working on it. A whole team. And team of LLMs, yes. I have a team. An actual team, guys. Audit logs. Audit logs. Committed and pushed and is finishing confirm. The push landed. Where's the open code? It's there. It's there. OpenCode doesn't support hooks yet, right? Does OpenCode support hooks? Let me know if it does. Breaks computer. Rebuild and restart SSG. Can I rebuild and restart SSG now? Compliance. Fleet UI. Migration is done. Fleet coverage blocked on pre-existing floor. Commit and pushing now. Yes, hooks by a plugin. By a plugin? Alright. Tell me which plugin that is, and I'll add support. Now confirm the push landed. Then report. Alright, traffic pushed. Alright, hopefully this traffic thing works. Coordination still working. Audit log still working. Traffic is done. Coordination working. SSG. Resource guard working live. It just needs to be built. Nothing here. Windows repair. Oh my god, it wants to run all these commands. I'm not running all these commands. Oh my god, dude. Is it because of the power limit? Your SSG correctly refuses to let me author run disk wipe. Oh my god, it's gonna run disk wipe. Costs are disabled. Wait, it needs to have 32 virtual CPUs though. Oh my god. Man, we really need to migrate all of my workflows to stop me from using this terminal. There's just so much stuff. Ay. All right, linking. Compliance. UI, is it done? Yeah, UI is practically done. All right, let's see what the UI looks like. Let's see what the UI looks like. All right. Oh, crap. Oh no. Whoops, sorry guys. Did I just close my browser accidentally? Yes, I closed my browser accidentally. Ay. Luckily, Suno saves your place. You want to turn the volume up. Why? Oh no. Dang it.
You shouted loud across the screen. Shipping now, it's running clean. But I can hear the warning signs buried deep between the lines. Cloud Code buffers in the dark. One bad prompt can leave a mark. Everybody wants the speed. Nobody checks what they just need. Represents the creeping realization that autonomous systems can spiral beyond control.
Is that older? Yeah, it's older, right? It's the noise thing.
Context fading line by line. Token usage climbing high. Clear context, compact mode. Trying not to lose control. Don't just fight to keep things safe. Don't just stop to
Oh, scared me.
how long can this pressure? You can break the
This shouldn't be right. Last heartbeat 27 days ago. Yeah, that's broken. That's broken. Anybody else tired? I think we all tired. We all tired. I should. Alright, it's getting out. PNW Tech was like, yeah, we're on the same same time zone. I need to sleep, you know, go to the missus, you know. But there's so many prompts. There's so many prompts that need to be complete, guys. Wait, let's see this one. Sure. Do you have the same problem, PNW? Do you have a bunch of prompts that need to be answered and you need your attention to click accept? Otherwise, ay ay ay. Alright, open the link to the browser. Alright. Oh, I don't make decisions, it just runs. Okay. Sorry for the flashbang. Oh my goodness. I need to log in. Cloudflare. Just makes decisions. I authenticated with Wrangler. Coordination still, it's not able to coordinate because it's not even online for one. My Mac machine is offline, my Windows machine is messed up. Oh my gosh, I have to run this myself. Shit. You should run that script yourself. You need to preserve the 32 vCPU. You need to preserve all the same settings. We just need to reinstall Windows. Wants me to run this whole script, but there's a problem with that. So the panning of the bots, the sub sound, the stripe, the agents, descriptions. Rebuild and restart SSG. Breaks computer. This one breaks the computer. So many prompts. So many prompts. Wow, we didn't even reach 1 billion tokens today. But we did reach. Is that there? Does that say 28%? Oh my god. I practically reached 50%. No, 60% in one day. Probably even more. Probably like 70% in one day. Why is this thing doing it to me? Well, I have all this stuff. Man, we need to wake up slightly. Slightly, guys. Slightly. Banning bots. So many features to add. Breaks the computer. Breaks the computer. Which one breaks the computer? Probably not this one. Resume, build, and test work. Oh, is that to reinstall for threats? That's probably what it meant. Alright, this is done. Threats is done. Compliance is done. Deployed and verified. Returned a false exit 0 upload power gate, no up. Exactly the transmission running deploying the foreground is what actually published.
Fresh mate!
Now live on the matrix. Compliance is now. Is that Carax? Oh my goodness. Carax made it on before I go to sleep. Alright, NIST compliance. Alright, cool. I got NIST compliance and CIS benchmark. I'm 100% complete. Sweet. So I'm 100% complete on both CIS controls and NIST. GDPR, maybe not. ISO 27701. What am I missing? Oh man, I'm missing quite a few. Contact with authorities. Contact with special interest groups. Screening. Terms and conditions of employment. Disciplinary process. Oh my god. Disciplinary process? Ay, ay, ay. Confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements. Alright. I'll have those. Secure system architecture and engineering principles. I mean, we're almost there. 9%. 9% left. Here's one. You're fired. I take over. Done. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, we have to address all the gaps. 15 gaps. 15 gaps left for compliance. I mean, we did a good job for the compliance. We did a good job. So we call that done. Windows repair. I ran the reinstall, did exactly what it should. Executed the power grades. Your disk is untouched, no backup. Wipe happened, notably SSG. Let me run the destructive command. It wasn't statistically blocked, so the box is safe. I can fire it myself. The only thing stopping me was the live PSU gate. I won't override. Two things only you could do. Root plus your system to run it. End the stream. Sudo restart. The moment both are true, I run the gate command. You press a key once. Aye. Oh, I can't believe my Windows machine got blown away. Is it the CPU gate? Probably. I'm thinking it's the CPU gate. Watching by a phone link to my S26 Ultra. Never used it before. Yeah. It's cool. Samsung Galaxy 26. Damn. How good's the quality? It's only 1080p is the highest quality that you could get from this stream, I think. Oh man, oh. Yeah, the Ultra 2 in July. I have the Ultra and the Watch 8 Classic. I don't know much of the Android ecosystem. Watch 8 Classic. Samsung Watch 8 Classic. Looks fancy. And it almost looks like the Apple Watch. Damn, an actual watch. Gemini? Ask Gemini? Holy moly. Damn, they caught up, guys. They caught up. They caught up. That looks better than an Apple Watch at this point.
Expresses exhaustion, pressure, and the feeling of holding together systems that are quietly falling apart.
Yeah, I have a steel band, not a fan leather. Got it. Looks good. Looks like a man's watch. Looks like a man's watch. A man wears this watch. Damn. They literally copied everything Apple did, guys. They copied their whole technology stack. Crazy, crazy. Apple was ahead at one time. Now they caught up. They caught up. Damn, this is the longest page ad I've ever seen. Is Apple's usually this long? Like, I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I feel like I want to buy it now. And I don't even have an Android phone. It was
Welcome
Vibecoded.
to Costco. I love you.
It just keeps going, guys. It keeps going. Damn. Let's go to Apple. All right, let's click on the Ultra. Guys, they don't even have the animation for how the thing works. Damn, for once the Android got, or Apple got mogged, is what they would say, the Zoomers would say. Apple got mogged by Android. Damn. What's happening to Apple, guys? What's happening to Apple? It's not the same anymore. It's not the same anymore, guys. Alright, guys. I have like, how many more sessions. I have 9 sessions. Fuck. And this one just started too. Banning bots. Alright, I'm just gonna leave these on. I'm just gonna leave these on, guys. Whew, we streamed a long time, guys. We streamed a long time. And Garrick's just joined in here and he left, jumped out. Jumped in, jumped out. Jumped in, jumped out. I don't know how many times we streamed today. we crashed several times. But I think guys, we need the sleep for tomorrow. We need the sleep for tomorrow.
California's calling, and every drive is a chance to discover a new
Alright,
with 21 hybrid and electrified Toyota models.
what else do we have here, guys?
Get 0% APR on all Toyota EVs.
Alright, we're gonna raid this guy. Oops. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know what he looks like. Guys. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. So, on my first day streaming, actually before my first day streaming, I was researching about Twitch and streaming. And I was watching these YouTube videos and they're like in your first month, you're gonna have 0 viewers, right? You're gonna have 0 viewers. Be prepared to stream to no one for a month. And I was like, fine, okay, fine. A month streaming into the void. I could do that. I could do that, right? And then on my very first day, 5 hours in, one guy chimes in and says, wow, you streamed for 5 hours. You streamed for 5 hours. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you making? What are you making? And I'm like, did I miss this? Oh, sorry, if the DM leaks. Plugins, open code. Okay, got it. Thanks. I'll look at that stuff. The plugins. It's not too private. And so I was like, hi, you know, caffeinated. Oh my god. I don't even know how to spell it. Caffeinated? Caffan? Oh, I can't even find his name anymore. Anyway, 5 hours? Let me see. Ah, damn, here it is. First message. I was like streaming, 5 hours in. Guy says, damn, 5 hours. What are you making? I say, yellow. Says, yes. Oh, we talk about this stuff. We just talk. I was like, man, I got my first viewer. We ain't found shit. Link to a DB, run Annulex. Yeah. It doesn't, my service only holds like a certain amount of messages. But yeah, I'll get a DB. Anyway, it meant a lot to me to get that very first viewer, very first chatter, streaming into the void for a good 5 hours. And I thought, man, just that one viewer makes a big difference, like a dramatic difference, right? So, you know, going back to where we've like, you know, we used to be like 0. There used to be, I don't know, whatever there was. And so we find the person with only one viewer, whether it's, you know, something, and we make sure they're working, right? Make sure they're working. We check this guy, he has 6 followers. And this guy's streaming, you know. I think he just started streaming, to be honest. Looks like it. All right, we just raid him, and then I can go to sleep. But thanks guys for streaming. We're gonna raid the dude, and then I'm just gonna say Sigma Shake. Have a great stream. Have a great stream, guys. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna type in my thingy. The thingy that I have. Where's my thingy? Where's my sub? Where's my Sigma Shake? Oh, I'm not even on the right thing, guys. I'm not even on the right thing. I'm not even on the right thing. I have to go here. And then I'm just gonna go here. And I'm gonna go boom, boom, bang. Bang. And then I'll see you later, guys. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Another 12 hours, hopefully. No crashes next time. See you guys. See ya. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night. Hope you have a great stream. That's all. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.